just objectively speaking now, right? This has been a disastrous year for Donald Trump. You know, there are 2 accomplishments, okay? By the way, just one piece of legislation, one major piece of legislation. I'm not talking about the bills he signed that named post offices for some people. One major piece of legislation. That's a fact, and that's this tax cut bill at the very freaking end of the year. And the other accomplishment is Neil Gorsuch on the Supreme Court. So they're like bookends.
Donald Trump had a lot to do with
January and December, they got things that are not very good for the American people, but they got those 2 things done. In between, it's been one disaster after another. It's been firing James Comey. It's been a special counsel investigation. It's the indictment of Paul Manafort and Rick Gates, right? It's Charlottesville, okay? It's more accusations of sexual harassment. It's the indictment of Michael Flynn. It's George Papadopoulos, cooperating with Robert Mueller. It just gets worse and worse and worse. And it's Roy Moore. I mean, it's been a disastrous year for Donald Trump, not a year of accomplishments. And you can't say, for example, pulling out of the Paris Accords is an accomplishment for Donald Trump.
Right.
First of all, we're still in the Paris Accords for 4 years. But it was just undoing something Obama did. You can't even say getting out of NAFTA was an accomplishment because we didn't get out of NAFTA. He said he was going to, but like he didn't. He didn't build the wall. He didn't do anything about infrastructure.
Even his travel ban, they couldn't get
Even
right.
Even his travel ban, they couldn't get right 3 times. And now it's sort of half-ass, in operation while it's being challenged. So he hasn't accomplished one damn thing this year other than Neil Gorsuch this end and the tax cut bill, disastrous tax cut bill at the end. So don't give us this BS about a year of accomplishments for Donald Trump.
I'll tell you what I really, really hated on that note. So much of the coverage yesterday, and I watched more than I wanted to, was Donald Trump with a big win to round out the year. Donald Trump got a win to round out the year.
Yeah.
This is a big accomplishment for Donald Trump. And it's kind of like, I understand that we cover politics like we do sports sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll accept that to a degree, but there was not nearly enough reporting on the merits of this actual bill, which is not good. And that everybody was so focused on the jockeying of whether or not it's going to get done, and will John McCain be able to vote for it or not? Will will Susan Collins come around and vote for it or not? What will Bob Corker do after his fight with Donald Trump? And it's just like, the fact that he got a win is honestly the least important part of this. Because I know it's a big deal, and what presidents get done in their first year is sort of what people look at. And George W. Bush got his tax plan done right before September 11th of his first year. Barack Obama got his sort of infrastructure plan passed in his first year. But we're almost done with the year,
right? No, but that's the media. I mean, it's a mile wide and half an inch deep.